Would you ever dream of feeding your precious pets roadkill, toxic grain, or spoiled meat? You may not realize it, but you may be pouring these things into your dog's food bowl every day. With Fogsy being the love of my life, I've devoted a lot of time to finding the best of everything for him, including his diet. According to Dr. Candace Pace, a veterinarian at Standiford's Animal Clinic, it often goes unreported how many pets catch diseases or poisoned and die from the horrendous ingredients that can be found in processed foods. So it's no surprise that in March of 2007, the largest recall ever for lethal pet food was reported. Over 100 brands were recalled, including Iams, Eukanuba, Hill Science Diet, Primo's Mighty Dog, and Walmart's brand Old Boy. The FDA received more than 17,000 reports, thousands of pets were sickened, and an estimated 20% of pets died. Dr. Don Lundholm, a veterinarian and researcher for the FDA Center for Veterinary Medicine, warns consumers that they are seeing conditions and diseases in animals that they did not see years ago, and that many of these can be traced to nutrition as the source. So today I'm here to show you the importance of your dog's diet, ingredients to stay away from, and ingredients that you'll want in their food. So first we'll look at the significance of your dog's diet. Clearly your dog isn't able to go to the store and pick out their own food, so it's your responsibility to provide them with the nutrition they need to lead a healthy life. According to Gregory Dr. Bach of the Bach Veterinary Clinic, good nutrition influences almost every facet of your dog's life, including their teeth, their coat, behavior, health, and just overall longevity. So first we'll look into the ingredients that you'll want to stay away from. When you look on a bag of dog food, it normally looks pretty normal, but these innocent looking terms can be absolutely horrendous. These first four on a bag of Eukanuba are some of the worst. So cornmeal, brewer's rice, chicken byproduct, and then meal. And then we'll look at these in depth. So first we have byproduct. The most common types of byproduct are chicken, lamb, beef, and fish. The byproduct is anything but the meat. It's actually everything that's left after what's taken off for human consumption. So everything that can be in byproduct can be feet, neck, intestines, beaks, lungs, kidneys, bones, spleens, brains, feathers, tongues, and hair. So just everything that's absolutely disgusting. The second kind of meat substitution that you'll see will be meat or meal, which is a result of rendering. Rendering is the process of recycling dead animals, slaughterhouse waste, and supermarket rejects into various products known as recycled meat, bone meal, and animal fat. And this can include everything from roadkill, euthanized animals, zoo animals, supermarket rejects, and slaughterhouse waste, which include the 4 Ds of cattle, which is disabled, dying, dead, and diseased. The process of rendering itself is that all of these ingredients are put into a 10-foot deep stainless steel pit. It's all ground together and boiled for about an hour, and then after this hour it produces this nasty layer of grease, which becomes the animal fat that you'll see in your dog's ingredients. And then the rest is compressed and becomes meal, either like chicken meal, beef meal, fish meal, depending on the dominant ingredient. If there is no dominant ingredient, it just becomes meat or meal. This next ingredient isn't as disturbing, but it's still pretty harmful, which is corn products. It appears they have a variety on the label, so like cornmeal, gluten, grits, bran, and corn, but it's really just a bunch of names for one thing. It's a cheap filler, it's really difficult for them to digest, and almost 80% of dogs have allergies to corn. Dr. Gene Hoff, a biologist specializing in veterinary research, recommends avoiding corn products of any kind when selecting a food. He claims they can be contaminated with pesticides, mold, and other toxins. And next we have rice, which I know in a human diet serves as a good source of complex carbs and fiber, but in a dog's diet, again, it's just a really cheap filler. It's not high quality. All the good grain is, again, reserved for human consumption. And then they have a lot of different names for just the same thing, just to make it look like there's a lot of variety when there isn't. And probably the most harmful ingredient of all is the preservatives. Some are necessary to keep the food fresh, or as fresh as it can get, I guess. The preservatives that they're putting in the dog food can just really mess them up. The first one we have is propylene glycol, which it does help retain the water and give products unique texture and taste. That's also related to hair loss, dehydration, tooth and gum problems, liver damage, and cancer. The FDA, Center for Veterinary Medicine, did a study on cats where they found that the red blood cell survival time was lessened and that it rendered them susceptible to oxidative damage, but they never did this study on dogs. So while they took it out of cat food, it's still allowed in the dog food. And the next is ethoxyquin, which was originally developed for use in the production of rubber, and it's regulated by the FDA and USDA as a pesticide. And you can see it's related to kidney and bladder carcinogenesis, stomach tumors, allergic reactions, skin problems, major organ failure, blindness, and cancer. And then there's 0.5 to 5 parts per million allowed into human food, but there's 150 parts per million allowed into food for pets. So now you know the food that you don't, the ingredients that you don't want in the food. We'll look at the ones that you do. You always want to look for a good source of protein and for it to be specifically named. So like chicken, fish, beef, lamb, turkey, or duck. And you want this to be the first ingredient. Make sure it doesn't have byproduct or meal or meat after it. Dogs don't have like the same nutritional needs as we do, so it doesn't need to say like corn or any like vegetables specifically named, but antioxidants are extremely important, like vitamins A, C, and E. Help everything from eye problems to allergies. Selenium, carotenoids, and alpha-lipoic acid are good for preventing and treating cancer, as well as heart problems and respiratory problems. Other things you'll want to look for will be like the fats and oils. Instead of having the animal digest or the nasty layer that's skimmed off of the rendering process, you'll want specifically named fats and oils to avoid that. So like chicken fat, canola oil, sunflower, flax oil. You also want to get high percentages of omega-6s and omega-3s. For carbs, you'll want to have oats, barley, potatoes, sweet potatoes if you can, and peas. And for flavoring, you'll just want to have specific stocks or broths like chicken, beef, or liver of a specified animal. So today I have showed you the significance of your dog's diet and how it is highly influential on every aspect of their life. The ingredients you'll want to avoid like byproducts, meal, corn, rice, and harmful preservatives, and the ingredients that you'll want in their food, like a good source of protein and specific sources of meat, antioxidants, like vitamins A, C, and E, and specifically named fats and oils, and as well as good carbs. So in conclusion, it truly is our responsibility to provide our pets with the nutrition they need and deserve, and not to become the victims of marketing ploys of the multi-billion-dollar pet food industries that could be hurting our dogs. So follow these guidelines when choosing your next dog's bag of food, and you'll get smiles like I get with Boxy every day.